Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And today we have another bomb tarot reading we do. And this really is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and anybody who really resonates, because these are general readings. Yeah, right? And so, yes, and so this is already a bomb reading, and you may be very dedicated at this time, and you may have your sights set on something here, Capricorn, or somebody may have their sights set in this reading. It could be about somebody else that you're close to, or somebody that maybe you're into, or you're in a relationship with, or something like that too. And so Saturn is this is your planet, Capricorn, and Saturn, although it can be about discipline and hard work and being serious, it can definitely be about reward if you have done the hard work. Yes, if you are serious about your life, right? At 27, we go through the Saturn return, and it teaches us to be serious about our life and mature. Yeah, it does. And so right here, we have boundaries too, and discipline, obstacles, and boundaries. And we do have dedication over here. We have Pisces, psychic, intuitive, and dreamy. And somebody could be definitely trusting their intuition here, or maybe dreaming of this kind of dedication, because it's right here on the fixed card. Now, there could have been boundaries. I feel like these boundaries are coming down most likely. And we have the sixth house of work, service, and health. And this is Virgo energy. And, maybe somebody's Virgo here or Pisces, but, somebody wants to be of service here to you, Capricorn. And I feel like it could, maybe this is you and your ambitions are most important right now. You could simply be, if this is about your own career, and, with Capricorn, it can always be about career, because you guys rule the 10th house of authority and ambition. And we also call this the 10th house of career and social status. So that's always important to you guys. That's why, seriousness and hard work is being taught by Saturn. Yeah, they don't teach it in the classroom. They teach it in life with karmic lessons. Yeah, they do. So, or Saturn does, right? And so we also have this card, Capricorn. They think you don't care. Now, I'm not sure. It looks like somebody thinks that you don't care, and they are dedicated to probably crossing, overcoming obstacles with you. It could be. And we have release your ex. Look at that. Okay, we're using the romance angels here, right? Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Somebody's with somebody here that they know that once they release that person, they're going to feel much better in their own life. Yeah, and so maybe it is you or them. Release your ex. This is more like release the person you're with and make them your ex. That's how that looks. But hey, let's see what else we have. And we have the card of flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Somebody wants to flirt with you, and they are dedicated to you, Capricorn. Either that or that's you, right? So today, Capricorn, we're using the Wildwood Tarot deck, because we're wild over here. You guys already know that, right? Yeah. Did you guys ever see when I do the readings dressed? I'm always wearing a bikini, right? Yeah. You guys didn't see that yet? What? No, kidding. And so let's see what we have here. And there should be a tarot reader doing that. Why not, right? At least the men will watch, or if it's a woman, right? There could be a lot of people watching, right? So if you guys, Capricorn, like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. I'm a Silva grad. They are accurate. If you don't understand somebody, trust them, know them well, things like that. And also for your own perspective. Yeah. And so let's see what else we have. And we do a tarot spread at the end. So you have the clairvoyance, and then you have the divination of the tarot. And this is very cool. They're lots of fun. We do them on the phone typically. You can get a video if you so like. And I am interpreting charts, and that is the roadmap to your true potential. That's what that is. It shows you. It shows you, it shows you things that you didn't really understand about yourself. Yes. I mean, unless you're, even at 60, sometimes people are still learning about themselves, because we are here to evolve. Yes, we are. And it shows you your talents too, but it can show you things that just things that kind of energies that you should marry to, merge in order to be in your power. So lots of other things. The 10th house, all the houses which describe your motivations and your needs. The 12 houses, yes. So let's see what we have in this reading, Capricorn. And so far, it's looking very beautiful with the 10 of Cups in the environment. We have dedication over it here. And the dedication is here on this fixed card. This is about astrology, right? The fixed signs are typically dedicated. They don't like, what I mean by that is they don't like change so much. No, they're fixed, right? They're stable energy. Interesting, but they do go for what they want in the sense that they're dedicated and they're stable. Yeah, interesting here for sure. And so let's see what else we have. Let's see, and we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reading, and there is mourning in this reading. Yeah, and I'm not talking about when you wake up and you look at your phone. We're not talking about that kind of a mourning. No, we're not. It's a beautiful reading, but something ends. Somebody gets released here. And we have that card to show you. This card doesn't always mean release your ex. That sometimes it means somebody has already done that. And we have in the hopes and in the desires, or the action that is here, is mourning. M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. This is grieving. This is the 7 of Cups in this reading. This is in this deck, rather. This is an interesting deck, right? So, it's different. But it is similar in some ways, for sure. And so, right, we have the 4 elements, we have the major arcana, we do, but it's a different spin on this, right? Different, right? And so, we see the 6 of Wands, and it is about abundance here. Yes. It's about, like victory, but reaching abundance. Yeah, it is, it really, and having abundance. And in the reading here, there was something unfair here, or unjust in this particular situation. So yeah, we do have that here, because that is the mindset. Injustice, it's the 2 of arrows or swords. So the mindset here is talking about injustice. We're going to see what that means in more detail here, because it can be what's on somebody's mind here when we say the mindset. We start with the 9 of Pentacles. It is tradition. And here he is, and he's got the ring. I forget what they call this bracelet here, the ringed, and the horn or something. But this is about power, and he's holding the snake, and the snake is always about a new life. Tradition. Somebody wants, you or your person wants something very kind of solid and traditional. That's what this is implying here in this reading. And we're going to look at the 9 of stones here, the 9 of Pentacles, briefly. Yeah, we are. And that is because that is the overall energy here. And let's see what it says here for the 9 of stones. The 9 of Pentacles, rather. And this is whenever we reach back into antiquity with sincere reverence and respect. This talks about the past. It can also talk about seeking insight and wisdom, but from our ancestors, tradition, or from our family, right? What we have learned from them. This can be past wisdom and sacrifice. Something may be sacrificed in this reading. We have mourning right here. This is a trip here. It is. And so the ability to relate to ancient knowledge and pass on the lessons of ancestral memory and ritual. Very interesting there. Yeah, the myths and the rituals and the traditions of our past, from our ancestors, remain imprinted on the human psyche. Whether you believe this to be the effect of change or the spiritual echo of past lives dedicated to the reverence of the other world. Okay, this gets really deep here. To reach back and invite past traditions to enlighten and enrich your lives. This person may feel like you are a past life partner, Capricorn, getting to the kind of gist here, just getting to the point. And we have the Wheel of Fortune sits in the crossing energy. This is spinning the wheel and hoping that basically the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. That's what the wheel is about. And this sits in the crossing. It may be the challenge here. This is reincarnation, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, and the laws of the cosmos. Yeah, and this is why this is about spinning the wheel, and I hope that the law of karma will help me instead of hurting me, basically. The cycle of life and the weaver of fate. This is about fate and destiny. Somebody feels like you're a past life person, and this is why. This is a trip here. This is why they feel like this is fate and destiny, like they've known you in another life. That's how this reading is feeling to me. It is. And the wheel is turned, change is at hand, right? So when the wheel turns and change is at hand, this is when we can step into our destiny, what is fated for us, right? We can, in all nature, there's a time and a tide. The cyclic laws of birth, death, and rebirth are ever revolving, and without change, all things stagnate. Yeah, it's interesting. You can have some things, the tower can come in and bring terrible change, but change that is needed. Otherwise, things will continue to stagnate, and there will never be growth, spiritual growth, or maybe, emotionally intelligent growth, things like that, which is really spiritual. But this is highly interesting here. Some type of change happens, and it is really meant to be. Yeah, it is. And so in the past, we have abundance. I feel like somebody understood that there was abundance between you and them, Capricorn. This may be you, but there's an understanding here of how beautiful this may be. This is beautiful. This is very deep here because of the past life and the destiny, the sense of destiny that is here. Now, the Two of Swords sits in the mindset, as I have said, and this is injustice. And we're going to have a look at that Two of Swords. And so she is there, with her blindfold on and her two swords, which are really arrows. This talks about, and the mindset here is, the scales of natural justice have been skewed by false judgments. You see that? Ignorance or arrogance. Wow. And so something happened here that kind of went against fate and destiny because of somebody's arrogance or ignorance. Ignorance is you don't know yourself. You don't understand. You don't understand your life. You don't understand your soul. That's the ignorance they are talking about. Wow. And so that ignorance is now, it has kind of skewed like decisions. And so this is the mindset here. This is somebody's understanding, basically. Yeah. The bow is broken and useless through prejudice and misuse. There could have been abuse here, possibly. False judgments. Wow. False conclusions and unjust decisions, you see? Based on disinformation, motivated by fear, greed, and prejudice, and can cause innumerable problems. Prejudice can be holding a grudge against you because of ignorance, right? Prejudging you, because that's what prejudice means, prejudging, of course, because of their own ignorance. Somebody here is kind of praying to the law of karma, like, please don't let the anvil fall on my head. That's kind of what this reading is a little bit about. It is, and probably not a little bit. We have the links. Here he is, and there's the Page of Stones. And the links, let's see him. He looks a little bit like a cheetah. Not a cheater, Capricorn, a cheetah. And let's look at the Page of Stones. That's him. This can be like the Page of Pentacles. It definitely can be. And so we see here, as a person in your life, somebody with common sense and dedication who enjoys learning. Yeah, learning and improving efficiency. Somebody learned here, and they're enjoying that because, wow, look how much better my life is becoming. I've learned about myself. Very interesting here. We have apprenticeship. They're learning right now. Study and scholarship. Starting out could be a new beginning. In this sits here in the near future. You have a new beginning with somebody, Capricorn, if you so want it. That's what this is about. Or somebody with a lot of Capricorn in their chart definitely has a new beginning here. Okay, now we see carefulness, reflection, meditation, observing others. You see, there's a lot of learning here. And without learning, You know, they say if you don't learn, if you're not constantly learning things in your life, new patterns, a new way of living, you have habits, you have a high chance of Alzheimer's. Wow, right? And that's why they say, people who stay active, they play the piano or whatever, play cards or whatever it's kind of new for them, like new patterns, those people will not get Alzheimer's, or it's a very low chance. Yeah, because you are building new brain cells when you are learning new things. Yes, you are. And wow, it's a trip, right? All right. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have here. As a prospect, or excuse me, or process rather, learning the ropes as a beginner. You have a new beginning with somebody who's changed and grown. Or you have. Keeping things down to earth or actual rather than virtual. This is about like somebody who's keeping things very practical here. Somebody's going to come to you, Capricorn, I believe, and talk to you and explain things to you. It's just very in an earthly type of way. Like, look, like practical in some practical way. Like, look, I did this because of that. It's that simple. That's what's going on in the reading. And remember, the page here can be a messenger. Let's see what else it says here. Pay attention to the physical realm and be aware of the effects generated by everything you do. This is paying attention to your mindfulness and your thoughts and the physical realm, your environment. Yeah, that's what that's about. Careful consideration redresses the balance here. Mocking as an event, mocking concepts of authority. This is like, I'm not going with whatever I was told. I'm not going with the status quo. I think for myself. That's what this is about. And it's definitely learning here. Wow. And becoming smarter, wiser, messages of prosperity or benefit. See, as an event, you're going to get a message here, Capricorn. Yes, you are. Theft or pillage. Look at that. Inertia, public disorder. That is a trip here. But this is not about public disorder. It's definitely not. It's about a new start for you, and somebody is bringing you a message. There could be public disorder somewhere else or with some other people. There possibly could be. Because something goes away. Somebody graduates. They become a lot wiser and they go, well, I don't want to live that way anymore. That's what the reading's about. In the concern here is the spark of life. The spark of life, this is new life. This is living a new way. The Ace of Bows, thinking a different way, right? Learning, and that's why. And this is the Ace of Wands. Very interesting. And this spark of life is about passion and inspiration. There's somebody feels liberated here because they think differently and they've learned about themselves and how they were kind of kicking themselves in the ass, sort of. There's something like that here. Happiness sits in the environment. This is beautiful. This is the Ten of Cups. Underneath dedication, Capricorn. It's quite beautiful. Yeah, it is. And I'm trying to be a little poignant here, I guess. Quite, because I really don't use that word too much. Quite, right? I might say quiet down, but I don't say quite, right? And so the morning card sits in the hopes and the desires. We're going to get a card on this. This is the Seven of Cups. A choice was made here. And it's a choice that ends something. That's what brings the morning. Yeah, it's a time to honor what is dead and mourn for what is gone. So a choice is made about some sort of ending. We just heard about what is dead. And after the choice is made, somebody mourns whatever they are ending here, or they're honoring somebody like, hey, you were good, or whatever, or something about the past is honored here, but it's let go. It simply could be a belief as well. Yeah. Learn the lesson of letting go by offering thanks for cherished memories and being at peace with the past. This is what we do in hypnosis, right? You honor whatever was good in something very bad, right? Or you honor yourself. You give yourself a hug, especially if it was during childhood, and you let it go. It's interesting. In the very least, mourning begins a process of recovery after failure or bereavement. So something failed here. It could have been a relationship, or bereavement is grieving, and after that, That's it. The mourning takes place, and there's a moving on here. Mourning serves to ritualize the process of being at peace with loss and honor the passing of what is important. That's what mourning is about. It's not you're going to mourn and you're going to keep grieving over and over again, and about your problems or about what you did wrong or about something that ended in your life. No, it's not. It's about, if you honor it, you take time to mourn it, right? You don't push it under the rug. You take time to mourn, you honor it, and you move on, because that was a part of your life, right? You always honor the cycles of your life. And you move on if they're not good, but you still have to honor it. This is how we learn. Yeah, this is how we learn about life. And we have the foundation of life. This is the ace. We have two aces in this reading. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Something very solid comes together for you, Capricorn. It really may be love. We have this card where it says they think you don't care. And we also have release your ex. Somebody could really be being released here. This is like I'm releasing somebody or something or some, beliefs that have kind of kept me back here because of my ignorance. And now I am going toward my fate and destiny. It's very cool. We're going to end this reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much for joining me here. God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell for any uploads. For all my uploads. You guys have a great one. And get your psychic reading, Capricorn, for sure.